Anyway, we live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another motherfucking episode of Elephant in the Room featuring yours truly, T.O.P, my nigga Ro, aka Nick Ro, and Safe Tone, who always shows up 3 seconds before the motherfucking show start. What's up, guys? Welcome back. How you doing? How was your week? This past week, and what'd you get into?
Oh shit, man! I hit Atlanta for the first time, man. That's where I was
Oh
at
man.
last week. Yeah,
That's the first time you've been to ATL?
yeah, that's it. I mean, you know what? Let me take that back. I went when I was like 7 years old, but I don't
Oh,
remember
nigga, that
much.
don't count, nigga. That don't
Yeah,
count.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It don't count. I was like seven. So we drove from LA all the way to Atlanta to like a little family reunion shit. That's
God
all I remember.
damn. Nigga, that
Yeah,
take like 3, 4 days.
yeah, we was on
That's
a
a
little mission.
that's almost 3,000 fucking miles.
Yes,
That's a
sir.
that's a lot of driving there, Jack. And I know a lot of people haven't been across the country, even though niggas be running to grab their passports and shit so they could go out the country. Niggas never been out their own state to another state, but they ready to go halfway across the planet. But anyway, it's all good. Um, a lot of folks don't know that when you traveling across the United States, the damn near the entire middle of the goddamn country is nothing but white people. You don't want to get out there and get stuck out there and you need gas or some shit like that because you might come up missing. You might a nigga like
No, they gonna pour the gas on you.
a motherfucker like Jeffrey Dahmer might show up and offer you a cup of coffee, nigga. You got to be careful. Um, I always recommend books. Thanks to Dr. Frances Welsing, peace be upon her. But her statement is that reading is more important than watching TV. And so even though I don't read as much as I used to, I still read quite a bit. And some years ago, I read a book called Buried in the Bitter Waters by Elliot Jasper, which is basically a book that documents um, the racial cleansings in America in as far as black people are concerned. And, that book plus that book is written by a man by the name of Elliot Jasper. And I read another book called Sundown Towns by a man named James Lowen, Loehwen or some shit like that. But anyway, what I learned recently, or rather, it reinforced what I had already known. There's another book before I continue. It's another book you should read also by a extremely attractive black woman. I think she married to a white man now, but that don't mean she ain't pretty. Named Isabel Wilkerson, and she wrote a book called The Warmth of Other Suns. But the three of those books together, when read and taken together, the context it gives you is it gives you the understanding and the history, basically by how black people got to be congregated in certain areas of the country, how we came to live in ghettos. And part of the racial cleansing that I mentioned earlier is how that came to be. A lot of black people was forced out of the middle of the country. You know what I'm saying? And unbeknownst to a lot of black people, 99% of the sundown towns is either in the north or the west. There's very few of them in the south, even though slavery took place in the south. So all that to say, when you out there traveling, be careful. Don't forget, yeah, you ain't on the plantation no more, at least so you think. Yeah, you got a little bit of freedom, at least so you think. You have to remember the world that you live in and that you are a black person, which is going to take us into our topics for tonight. But before we get into that, Ro, since your ass been gone for the week, the first third of the show is on you. What you got for us?
Oh man. Shit. I wanted to talk about this shit, man. You know how like a lot of the times we as men we be like, man, like women love like drama. You know what I'm saying? They love dudes that's like toxic and give them drama and this and that. When
True.
you really think about it, like niggas like that shit too. I'm just now starting to realize that's why I just be minding my business because these dudes that talk bad about, they wife, they girlfriend. Oh, she don't do this, she don't do that. She nag me, she do this. I can't stand her. Woo woo woo. But then you say, well, shit, just leave, and they like, nah, man, I ain't gonna even leave her though. Like, yeah, they like the drama but just as much as these females, they be like, nah, I ain't gonna even leave her though. Cause that's my motto, nigga. I don't like all that toxic drama, nagging and shit. Like me personally, like I like peace and quiet. So I will leave. You know what I'm saying? If the shit ain't right, man, I'd rather just be by myself. But then again, most niggas can't be by themselves. If you ask most men how long have they spent like alone without having a woman, girlfriend, and nothing, they can't really answer that. They be like one girlfriend to the next girlfriend, one wife to the next wife. They never spend time with themselves. And I think a lot of times because they just scared to really look in the mirror, man. So they just rather just live and exist in the drama. And I know like dealing with women, like they always gonna give you some bullshit, but I'm talking about like sometimes it's just they girls just be overboard. And you be like, why you don't leave? And they be like, shit, well, and I don't even want to leave her though. I kind of like the noise a little bit. I kind of like the drama. Like, what are you talking about? Then don't complain to me, nigga. That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm minding my business from now on. I ain't gonna hear shit. I'm just gonna ask like, hey, you gonna leave her? No, all right then, shut the fuck up. What you telling me for? What you complaining about if you ain't gonna take action to your words? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I say it all the time. I first heard it from Dr. Kamal Kambon, and that is that niggas are very serious about not being very serious. And I also said, a gem I dropped from my, vast libraries of wisdom that niggas are not honest with themselves, and they complain about women, but they the same women that the motherfuckers be chasing behind. And I agree with you, Ro. There are a lot of dudes out there who are with the bullshit. They with the shits. They with all that drama. They like that shit. And what you tend to notice about guys like that is they generally don't have a lot of male influence in their life to teach them why that's not a good thing. But as far as women and drama go, they go hand in hand, like a hand in glove. That's drama is what engages a woman's emotions and keeps the engaging of her emotions is what keeps her uh, 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 into what she's doing. Because otherwise, women will get bored. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And as a guy, you do have to understand that you are going to be required to inject some drama, some amount of drama in your relationship with your woman. It can't be helped. You can't sidestep it. You can't call it something else. But like my parents always told me, it's not what you do, it's how you do what you do that's going to make all of the difference. And there is a way to inject drama, in your situation with a female where where it don't make you look, like the type of guy that you was describing, bro.
Yeah, and when I say drama, like I'm talking about like that overboard shit. Like they be having girls that hit them, for example. Like my oh man, you hear it all the time. Oh man, like these gangsters, these gang bangers, they be fighting with their girl. Man, my bitch bust my lip, and like I'm talking about crazy shit. I'm not talking about just the regular annoying shit that women do. The little annoying drama that's regular. Like I'm talking
Slap
about like
out
that
these
over.
bitches out there slapping off you niggas fitted caps that you paid $12 for. What you think, Tom? How many of your fitted caps got slapped
Yeah,
off?
that's
Motherfucker, that's what we want to know.
I wear do rags on, and
shit.
they
I
be
ain't
too
I ain't
tight. They be
never.
like
Oh, that nigga said he dragonfly do rag.
like the back part to blow in the wind and shit.
She got a process do rag. My motherfucking nigga. Go ahead. Go
Them good
ahead,
guys
man.
going places.
That nigga Velcro that shit to his hair.
This nigga say he got Velcro. Yeah, y'all wild as hell. But
That's how
what
you
you
lock the
think,
waves
Tom?
in.
What you
I
think?
think a big part of it, a big part of why they like it so much too, is they like to have a story to tell. A lot of niggas don't have nothing else going on, so stuff like that drive them to like have conversations to have when they out with their homeboys, because they can't talk about shit else. So it becomes a like fest. Guess what my girl did? Guess what my girl did? And then it's that one guy who don't got a girl doing nothing. He like, damn, I gotta get my bitch to do some crazy shit. So I can sit and talk. You know what I mean? Like that's that's what a lot of niggas be on. Man. At least that's what I think it is.
It ain't just these niggas that's Pookies and Ray Ray. Some of these bitches is Phuket
Oh, no.
and Ray Leisha. You know, don't get it
That's the funny
twisted.
part because that's who they get that behavior from.
hmm Well,
Yeah, I just don't understand it.
to be perfectly honest, and I say it all the time, I know a lot of niggas may disagree, but the truth is the truth. It is what the fuck it is. A lot of these bras are like they are as a result of some fucked up dude they fuck with who misled them, you know what I'm saying, into doing some stupid shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these girls get in gangs. How do they get in gangs? At least on the East Coast, it come from fucking with these gang banging dudes. Because they wasn't born like that. They wasn't thinking about that shit when they was in junior high
Yeah.
school eating cupcakes for lunch. You understand what I'm saying? But we unfortunately, you know, because of our experience here in this country, we are very dysfunctional. You know, we celebrate things that we should not be celebrating. And just on the side note, talk about the young man P&B Rock who tragically came to a demise here recently out there in Los Angeles. Yeah, a lot of dudes, man. I've been noticing it more and more the older I've gotten. A lot of dudes, because we didn't really have opportunity to do this when I was coming up. When I was 30 years old, the internet was really starting to pop off. You know what I'm saying? But now I notice that there's a trend of motherfuckers who get online on Instagram and YouTube and you know niggas be just niggering and talking shit as if a motherfucker can't touch you. You live
Right.
in
Yeah.
America. You up underneath the system of white supremacy. You must understand that your life is always on the line and operate like you know that that's what's true. Because literally, if you're a black person, even more specifically, a black male, your life is not safe anywhere on this planet until this racism shit no longer exists. But we'll go into that. Um, I don't know. I don't know if any one of y'all got Netflix. I haven't had Netflix in over a year, but they got this new special out about Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know if either one of y'all seen it. If you're even familiar with the Jeffrey Dahmer case, if you know who he is, because he's been dead for some time now. And I know neither one of you guys are from that specific area of the country, Milwaukee, around that area. You
Nah.
from? Did either one of you see the Netflix special? You familiar with the Jeffrey Dahmer case? You know
Shit
what he's
only.
infamous
I
for?
didn't watch the special, but I'm familiar with the case. I'm not. I didn't watch the special.
I ain't watching that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
I mean, damn, it's just like shit. I ain't even gotta watch it. As soon as I scroll on Instagram, every other nigga posting something about it. It's just like shit. I'm just scrolling and getting information. Like I have no plans on watching. I ain't even gotta watch it. They gonna put it all over the internet anyway. But I don't know. I've never really been into shows like that. My mom used to watch, like, I know that's a real story, but my mom, she used to be on that, like, Lifetime. You know, remember Lifetime when the parents
Bro,
used to
my
watch
mama too,
Lifetime
bro.
all night,
Hey,
serial
your mama had
killers
you
and all
watching
that.
night. Your mama had you sitting next to her watching Lifetime,
Yeah, I
nigga.
never used to like that shit.
Hell
Like, what
no.
the hell? Like, why does this
Hell no. I
excite you? Like,
couldn't,
why are
bro.
you watching
I
this
nigga,
couldn't
with a
sit
smile
through
on
nigga,
nothing
your
unless she
face? You
watched some like
nigga,
psychopath.
like
nigga, did she get you a warm bottle and burp you too, nigga?
She used to
bro,
love that shit,
I
man.
hated Lifetime as a kid,
Man,
bro.
I
I would be
hate
like,
that
what
shit.
the fuck, bro? Like,
Uh,
how could she sit here and watch this for hours, though?
Shit like that, you
Yeah,
know.
like you a
A lot,
psychopath, low key.
a lot of guys don't
Is you low key crazy?
a lot of dudes don't understand that shit like that. Women find, you know, oddly attractive. You know, they into shit like that, true crime drama, and especially because women have, you know, they natural detectives also. So, you know, curiosity always gets the cat. Luckily, the cat has 9 lives. Speaking of cats, I ran over a cat last week while I was at work. The little motherfucker tried to shoot across the street. My truck got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
He
12
said, not
goddamn
today.
wheels. 12 wheels on that motherfucker with 12 goddamn tires. So I don't know if how good your Barry Sanders kitty cat ankles is, but I think I killed the little motherfucker. I feel really, really
You took
bad
away all nine
because
of
I
his
tried.
lives, man. Me.
Yeah, all 9 of them shits went at the same. He died 9 times instantly.
Shit, he want to kill a real life cat because he can't kill no real woman cat. You know what I'm saying? He was taking out his bitch because he an incel.
Here you come. See this nigga go
He
on
popping the blue
vacation.
pills like that.
This nigga go on vacation to the faggot capital of America and come back and say some shit
Oh
like
damn, damn, damn.
that. Yo, YouTube, don't ban me. I say what the fuck I want to say. I'm a grown ass man.
You already
Freedom of
banned. You
speech.
shadow banned. Nigga, you been shadow banned for years, nigga. Your
But
channel's never gonna grow. You keep it too
Hey,
real on this
they
motherfucker.
shadow banned him for being the shadow.
oh, you stupid nigga. Anyway, I want to take the time to shout out the young homie Abel Lucas. How you doing? I hope you living your life up and doing good things out there, young man. Nice to see that you come in and patronize the Top Cast. Make sure you leave a like before you go. And of course, shout out to the young homie. Uh Nan, I'ma just call him Nan because that's what I've been calling him. Nigga got one of them fucking hard ass African names. You can't even pronounce that shit. But salute to you, Nan. Be safe
My
out there
man.
on that road, man. And holla at me, youngster. Let me know what you decided on. You know, from what we was talking about the last time we was kicking. Anyway, me personally, I can't police what people do. You understand what I'm saying? I can't offer my opinion on what it is that people are doing though and ask questions about it. And me personally, I understand how the system of racism works such that when I see TV shows like Jeffrey Dahmer, which is kind of like glorifying killing people. You know, that's really what it is. You glorifying a killer by making a special about this motherfucker. And then on top of that, you glorifying a white man who killed up some non-white people. I can't fuck with that. Now, I've studied this case before, and I've come to understand that what it means to be white, it means to be Jeffrey Dahmer. That's what the fuck it means to me. So, you know, I move with caution. But what I found interesting is how many non-white people were actually watching watching this media on Netflix as if it was some form of entertainment. I don't I don't get what is the fucking entertainment value of watching some Peckerwood serial killer story about killing non-white people. I don't get it. Because as soon as one of your homeboys, not either one of you guys, But you niggas out there, soon as one of your homeboys or your homegirl get killed by a white person, you be the first motherfucker in front of the goddamn news camera talk about racism, etc., etc. But then you'll be watching some stupid shit like Jeffrey Dahmer later on in the evening. I don't get it. Not
That's
only
crazy.
that, right? But here's the kicker. Jeffrey Dahmer is light work. Motherfuckers never even heard of Ronald Dominique, who killed more people than Jeffrey Dahmer did.
I don't know why I thought you were Ronald McDonald, bro.
Oh shit,
Hey,
you
he
I've
shot.
never
probably
heard of him.
did
Cause,
too.
cause
Shit.
yo, cause yo, yo,
He facts, he had. But he wouldn't
cause
be
you,
lying. You
cause
right, bro.
cause you sweat McDonald's fries grease. That's why you thinking about
You
Happy Meals for Christmas.
use people's auntie thigh grease. What you talking about, bro?
And I love that
You
auntie
drinking auntie
thigh
thigh
grease,
grease.
nigga. I love that auntie thigh grease, nigga. That shit is
I
multi-purpose.
bet
She
you
can
do.
do your hair
You like
with it too.
the taste of Ben Gay and old ass candies. What turned him on?
Hey, 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 hey,
Nigga,
Tone.
she smelling
Hey,
like kitten
hey,
juice.
hey, wait a minute, Tone. You gotta let us. You
He
gotta
like,
let
wait,
us
Ben Gay
know.
is a good lube.
Hold up, Tone. You gotta let us. You gotta let niggas know when you decide you gonna come out on the show and let us know you been gay, nigga. Only Ben I know is Jerry.
That was wild, bro. That was not worth the pause. This boy said, DJ, drop the beat. And then said, yo, yo.
You shot the fuck out. Yo, salute to the homie, Sir Ism. Appreciate you. Glad that you could stop by. Make sure you press the like button. I know you know we was raised by older folks who gave us some manners. We wipe our feet before we enter somebody's crib. So I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I just found that to be really, really odd that, black people would find something like that to be entertaining. Because
Who
again,
was Ronald
because
Dominique?
you do some research. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'll give you a brief
Bro, I want to hear on the
synopsis.
show.
I'll give you a brief synopsis, but you need to go and do your own research because, like I said, reading is more important than watching TV, being on Facebook, being on Instagram, even being on YouTube. But anyway, Ronald Dominique is a white man who was a homosexual, which is why you ain't never heard of him. He was a white homosexual serial killer, just like Jeffrey Dahmer. I think he killed twice as many people as Jeffrey Dahmer did. He was down in Louisiana between 97 and 2006, raping and killing black people. Niggas never even heard of this nigga, this Peckerwood. But
He had to catch this.
I say that to say I don't find shit like that to be entertaining. It's informative because it let me know about them people and what the fuck I'm up against. But it's definitely not something that's entertaining. And most of these young black people, they're not familiar with shit like lynching postcards. They never read Dr. Martin Kevorkian's book Color Monitors, so they don't see the racism when they watch TV. Most of us don't. You understand what I'm saying? But the same way that motherfuckers got that shit on Netflix canceled when Netflix was exploiting the young children and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way they should get shit like this canceled because these type of shows, talking about white serial killers who kill black people, it's like racist porn. It's a way for white people to practice racism indirectly through another white person who actually did the job. But niggas don't understand it like that. And so niggas think
Yeah.
I think it's
because
like
Yeah, man. That's why.
niggas are childish and they don't take shit seriously. They think this shit is entertainment, and it's not.
I think it's like Ro was saying earlier, where he said like people are addicted to toxic shit. People are not addicted to being outraged. Like they like to hear
I
stuff
don't even
from that.
I don't even recall seeing a lot of commentary that would indicate that motherfuckers was outraged about it. Because again,
Oh
like I
yeah, oh
just
they
said,
definitely. Oh, see, you're not in the
yeah,
you're not paying attention to the right spaces because that's all I've really been hearing about it is that black people are outraged about the fact that that's a show.
the
Because a
motherfuckers
lot of
should have
people
been
didn't even
calling
know.
up
Because there's a lot of
Netflix.
people that didn't even know about his whole, and a lot of people are just now finding out, and they're like, "What the fuck?" They got the same reaction they got to that Woman King shit.
Yeah, I haven't.
You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about it. I'm somewhat familiar with the story, but I'm always looking at who produced, this media for our consumption. And from what I can understand, that that particular film was produced by some white women or some women who look like they might be classified as white. And me personally, I have a very serious problem with white folks telling stories about us instead of us telling stories about ourselves.
Yeah,
So
that
that
movie
that
was a
that
great
that, that
example of
was
that.
yeah, that's exactly why I haven't consumed that media just yet.
Right.
Did
I'm
you go
saying, have
see
you
it?
heard like the commentary on it?
I To be honest with you, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Um,
So
the responses that the initial a lot of the initial responses that I seen was typically what you would expect. The same way that niggas acted around about Black Panther. Like
no, see,
Black Panther. Black Panther come out in February 2018 during Black History Month, and everybody think that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? But
so the issue
the
with this movie,
enthusiasm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the issue with it is that a lot of people discovered that the tribe that they made the heroes in real life were the opposite. So like, I actually saw the movie. I didn't know it was based on a true story. I get to movie theaters for cheap, so I'd be going to just see what's there. And so um, I didn't know it was based on a true story. But when I found out, and then I found out what the true story was, it's like what the fuck. So in the movie, the heroes are the people who are trying to stop the slave trade, but in real life, the same people they use the same name for the tribe, the same name for prominent people in that tribe, and they were the ones sneaking into black people or Africans sneaking into other African tribes while they were asleep and selling them off to be traded, and they made them look like they was the ones trying to go against it. And it's another lady who actually was from Black Panther who they asked to play that role. She went to Africa and found out the true story and was like, "I'm not playing that role."
Oh, you talking about oh damn, what's her name? Oh, beauty. She
I
is
think
so
her name is
pretty to
Nikita
me.
something.
Nah, the one who played she played it not Shuri.
She played his girl, the girl he was like,
she played his
he was like,
girlfriend. Yeah, I
yeah,
can't think of her name right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Lupita
about.
Lupita Nyong'o. That's what
yeah,
you're talking
Lupita,
about.
yeah,
Lupita Nyong'o. She is so pretty
yeah.
to me with her brown stuff. Anyway,
Yep, and she turned
yeah.
that down because she learned what the history was and was like, hell no. Apparently, that tribe was responsible for 1/3 of the slaves being sold to America.
Well, I certainly understand why, considering what you just said, what you just revealed, I certainly understand why she wouldn't take any part of that. And I got to give her a round of applause for having black self respect. It's very unfortunate a lot of us don't have that
Exactly.
same amount of black self respect. If more of us had more black self respect, we'd been calling up Netflix telling them to take that Jeffrey Dahmer bullshit off of Netflix. But truth be told, it all you got to do is you be interested to find the statistics on Google searches for shit like the word nigga, for how many people actually look up Jeffrey Dahmer, how many different books and shit is written on white killers are celebrated even by us, and it perplexes the fuck out of me. Like these motherfuckers been kicking on our ass for 500 years. You think watching some weird homosexual serial killer is entertainment? That's what you find. That's what's entertaining to you. I need to stay the fuck away from you.
That's what I'll be telling you though, Top. That's
But
why
that's what I'm saying.
sometimes
They want to be
I'll
off.
be like, man, like I be thinking our people is just beyond saving. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they just prove it time and time again. Like it's just like, man, y'all lost cause, man. Like I'm just gonna mind my business and just be a good example of a black man to the best of my ability, and I'm just gonna mind my business, man, because. Why do y'all find that entertaining? And I'm also like, I'll be with you on a lot of shit, Top. Like, I'm getting to a point where I don't want to hear about niggas killing niggas or nobody killing niggas. Like I barely even listen to rap music like that no more, unless it's some uplifting shit. And I have my moments when I go out and I'll be listening to shit, but I don't even want to hear niggas saying nigga, nigga, nigga,
You
kill,
be
kill, nigga,
you
nigga,
you
nigga.
be
Like,
having you be having your short moments. You be listening to Tupac and the Uber nigga.
I mean, I don't know how that correlates,
I'm
but
fuck. I'm fucking with
Right.
you.
but I don't know. I just don't like it, man. Like why do y'all
He
find
tell the
this
great man
entertainment?
jokes.
But they
Every
they
time a black person die, I feel it. Every time a black man
yeah,
die,
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
that shit even more, nigga, because it reminds me that could have been me. You see what I'm saying? That's why you hear me screaming all the time. Niggas need to be more serious about being more serious. This world
And,
is not gonna play with niggas. And we'll get to that in a minute, but my fault for interrupting you. Please go ahead, Ro, continue.
oh yeah, I was just about to say like them folks they could do that stuff because they can. For example, like I don't know if y'all heard about that Brett Favre situation, how he was stealing welfare and blah blah blah, and
Oh
everybody
yeah.
all fake mad, because like they dogged out Michael Vick for fighting dogs, and I'm just like, look, they could do that shit because they can, because you niggas is still gonna get up, you still gonna take your kids to try to get them to the NFL. These owners are racist, nigga. They gonna forever be racist, and they ain't gonna never have a all. Like probably never in my time, you ain't gonna see no black owned team. They could do that shit because they fucking can. Cause you still gonna get up, make your fucking hot wings and your nachos, and you gonna get up every Sunday, wear their jersey, watch the game. So guess what? They could let whatever white NFL player get away with whatever because you niggas ain't gonna really do shit about it, but just like make a post on the internet. Like you ain't gonna stop watching, like you ain't gonna stop going, you ain't gonna take your kids out of Pop Warner and do all the necessary things you need to do to make them really feel it so they don't give a fuck anyway. So like why are you even talking about it?
Yeah,
So they
have
get
to
outraged.
unfortunately agree with you on that, bro, and it's very unfortunate because we have been groomed to behave in such a manner. That's our response to white supremacy. Is we don't have a fucking response except to let our heads bow back down and recognize where the fuck we at. We on Earth, and the whole planet is a plantation. It's an open air prison. It's very difficult to conceptualize that, especially if you've never been to prison. You would not understand really what I'm saying or how to, go about thinking about that. But that's what it is. No matter where you go, niggas think that I'm gonna get a passport. I'm gonna get on an
Yeah.
airplane. I'm gonna go somewhere else on the planet, and I'm not gonna get treated like a nigga no more. That's not true. As a matter of fact, I want to go into why I titled the show Roman Gnomes. And that's because a lot of black dudes are, and don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that you should not travel. I'm not saying that you should not obtain a passport. You should do these things. But I recognize a lot of niggas got the wrong idea to start with because they thinking about bitches. Well, let me share a story with you guys that happened back in 2017. Because a nigga's memory is real motherfucking short. But niggas don't even remember who the fuck Bakari Henderson is. Most motherfuckers probably never even heard that name before. Who was Bakari Henderson? Let's see. Do you know, Tone? Do you know, Ro? Do you know what happened to
Nah.
the young man?
The name,
Tone?
the name sounds very familiar.
Mr. Bakari Henderson was on a business trip in a small place around Greece. He took a selfie with a white woman, a Serbian woman, who if she was in America, if she didn't open her mouth, you would say that she was a white woman based on her appearance. But that young man, being a black man, on a business trip, taking a selfie with a white woman out the country, cost him his life. The same way niggas' life get taken right here in America. Because niggas think when I get this passport, get on this airplane, this shit is sweet out here. It ain't sweet out there. The world is a dangerous place if you're a black person. It's very unfortunate. And this message is for all the passport bros, all them SYSBM motherfuckers, and I'm still trying to figure out who in the fuck they saving themselves from. Cause I ain't got that information from none of them niggas yet. But here recently, now that happened in 2017. Now, mind you, there was 9 people who was charged with his death. None of them motherfuckers got convicted of murder. As a matter of fact, his parents have had to fly back to that place 5 fucking times to get justice for their son, and they ain't got it yet. But you niggas think shit is funny, it's a game, that you can run away from racism. No, you got to stand up and be a motherfucking man. That's the problem. That's what we don't do. And we don't want to do it because it's much easier to point a finger at a woman and say it's her fault while we in this situation. No, nigga, it's your fault. But anyway, that was in 2017. Just here recently, like over the holiday, what was it, Labor Day, Memorial Day, one of them holidays just passed. A young man, Labor Day. A young man, his name is Maurice Colbert. He went on a weekend trip with his friends to Mexico. They was talking to some women at the bar. The young man turned back around, took a sip of his drink, and collapsed. Died. They didn't take him to the hospital. They threw the nigga in the alley. And then took him to the goddamn straight to the coroner. So be mindful when your ass go the fuck out this country, you're no longer in America. Don't think that because you're not dealing with white folks that you dealing with friendlies, because that's not true. Especially because you're from America. When you go out this country, you have to understand, shout out to the real pill chauvinists. Perception is everything. When you go out this goddamn country, because you're American, even though you black, they think you got money because you from the richest country on the planet. And that shit could cost you your life. Going out here thinking, oh, these bitches in America ain't no good. I'm going to go to South America and get me a woman. Understand that them men down there might not be having that shit. Because you have to keep in mind, you coming from another country and you going to take they women. A lot of you motherfuckers don't even understand Latino culture. You don't know that them motherfuckers is shit. You motherfuckers, they possessive.
Hell
You'll
yeah.
fuck,
I grew
you'll
up
fuck
around them.
around
They
there.
mad
You'll
possessive
fuck
about
around
that
there.
shit.
You'll fuck around. Take your motherfucking monkey ass to South America. You'll meet a bitch and be all stupid because she beautiful. Don't know she got a divorce from this crazy motherfucker who say she ain't going nowhere. And then your ass end up dead. But anyway, with this young man, Mr. Colbert, the reason why I brought him up is the reason why I brought both of them up is because these are two notable incidents of black men losing their life outside the country because they sleepwalking. They think that okay, now that I live out of America, I've left out of America, and I don't have to deal with you know the all the anxiety and shit that come with having to worry about being killed by a racist. You think when you go out the goddamn country that you can let your guard down? You can't. And these two young men
Yeah.
are examples of that. Now, this young man, from what I could tell, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But a lot of you motherfuckers, you don't know nothing about women right here in America. This young man died like somebody out close to me. Somebody put a Mickey in his drink. Now he's dead. Same thing can happen to your motherfucking ass when you jump on that plane and you run into another goddamn country, think you get ready to snatch up one of these foreign women. You motherfuckers is ready to marry a bitch after 6 months. Because you goofy.
Damn.
But rest in peace to both young men. My heart goes out to their families. I believe that they were both of their lives were taken unjustly. And although I don't expect any justice out of white folks, wherever they may be in the universe, I pray that both of these young men do get some justice and that niggas take heed to stories like this. Now I know it's some niggas out there be like, "Oh, I've been traveling forever." Nigga, it can happen to you too. It just ain't happened yet. I'm a motorcycle rider. I can tell you, it ain't if you gonna drop the motorcycle, it's when, nigga. Cause it's gonna happen. Niggas need to stop thinking that shit is sweet, even when they step off American soil. Shit, as when you step off American soil, every fucking body looking at you. Can you dig it?
Yeah, and they be out here just all on the drink and on the drugs and all that other shit, just lacking, just
That's
lacking all the
another
time.
that's another thing. Like me personally, it's my personal code. You will never ever catch T.O.P getting intoxicated on any intoxicant around no white people. Cause I know that my life could end in a matter of seconds and nobody's coming to avenge me.
Mm.
Nobody's coming to do justice on my behalf. Niggas are going to not even know my name, just like they don't know about these two young men. But they know about Jeffrey Dahmer, though. Goofy ass niggas. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true, Abel. It could even happen in Africa. Niggas traveling around the goddamn country, around the world, think shit sweet. Never been off your motherfucking block and out your neighborhood or out your state, but this is the first time you jumping on a goddamn plane because you seen other niggas do the shit. Again, I'm not saying don't travel. I'm not saying don't get a passport. What I am saying is remember that you still a black person at the end of the motherfucking day, and you need to keep your head on the swivel, but especially when you go out this goddamn country. Because these motherfuckers don't got jails like America. You fuck around, commit a crime like that old goofy ass basketball bitch. They'll throw you in a little ass box with iron bars on the front of it. Small ass motherfucking box.
You put up
So,
in a cop, call it a day.
motherfuckers got to start being serious. Stop taking this shit for a game. Stop
And just
stop thinking that like PNB Rock, rest in peace, that you can't be touched. Stop thinking that you gonna run out the goddamn country because you dissatisfied with the women here and thinking that you gonna go somewhere else. It's possible. It could happen. But stop thinking that you gonna go to some other men's country and just pick off their goddamn women. I can tell you, if motherfuckers ain't having it in the neighborhood next to yours, what the fuck make you think they gonna go for that shit in another country? Don't lose your life. Don't lose your life because you ain't paying attention. And these bitches got your nose wide open.
Yeah, man. You gotta always be careful. Even out here, you know what I'm saying, in LA on Figueroa, on the host stroll. Like, like
Out
I
there
told
on
y'all about the
Figgy.
show. I told y'all about the show Soft White Underbelly when they be interviewing like prostitutes and pimps and all kind of shit, right? And all of them be talking about, yeah, I've robbed a man before. That's why I be like, hell no, y'all ain't about to. I be nervous about shit like that. Like y'all ain't about to get me because they will line you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They will set you up to get robbed. Especially if you look like you got something. You think you about to just go get some ass real quick. Hell no, they'll have some niggas waiting at the door for you to walk out the room or whatever. Like you always got to be careful. And most dudes ain't, like I said, because they always freaking high or drunk. And I noticed that too with me personally, because I used to drink a lot. I used to get faded, go to the club, and I remember those nights. I wake up like, damn, I spent that much money. Where my keys at? Where my other shoe? Where my wallet at? God damn! Like you. Most of the time, niggas are lacking and not even paying attention. Now that I don't really drink like that, I watch everything, and I'll be like, damn, you can get caught slipping. I just be pointing them out like that dude could get caught slipping. He could get caught slipping. He could get caught slipping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just paying attention to everything around me, man. And niggas, I mean, I get it. It's fun getting faded and going out and probably going out the country and having fun. I get it, but you always gotta watch your back, man, because it's human nature to do fucked up shit to people, especially if they down bad and you up. Don't think everybody gonna be fucking happy for you, man. They
Exactly.
ain't gonna be happy that you up. You go over there, you got your American money. Yo, $1 is like $100 to them, nigga. They looking at you like, nigga, fuck this nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck
Looking
about this
at you,
nigga. I
looking
will
at
not
you
rob
like
this
like
nigga.
looking at you like a lion. Look at a fresh cooked steak, nigga. You looking like
Yeah, they don't be
food out
happy for you,
out my
nigga. They could barely get a bowl of rice. You think they not about to try to get you, nigga? Hell no. You gotta watch your back at all times. But I
no
know you're
doubt.
gonna go, you're gonna have your margaritas, you're gonna get faded, you're gonna take your Instagram post, you're gonna do all that shit. Just notice it's always gonna be somebody watching you. Just like I told y'all about how that nigga was following me around the mall. I'm thinking I'm doing good, I'm looking clean, I'm looking fresh. Nigga just mad. What the fuck? A little pocket rocket, my
Yeah.
bad, y'all. But nigga just looking at me, just like he was just looking at me like, damn, look at this nigga doing good. Fuck that nigga. Like, and I'm the most humble, chill, non-flossy nigga. I was just feeling good about myself. But it's always a nigga that ain't gonna like you just because you happy. Nigga, you could just be happy and they could be mad and they could want to get you because of that. Matter of fact, they could have more money than you and still be mad at you, nigga, because you done fucked a badder bitch than he did and he had to have money to do it. So you gotta
Yeah.
always watch your back. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the big problems because I feel like a lot of people don't they don't live life how it is. They live life how they feel like it's supposed to be. Like I should be able to walk around with my jewelry on, and it's like
Hell
no,
no.
like okay, yeah, in a perfect world, yes, but like in the world you live in, bro, that's not how things work. And a lot of people can't separate that. Like, oh yeah, it should be cool to do this, but look at your environment and tell me why that should be cool or why that is cool.
Yeah,
Use logic instead of feeling. And people
it's not
live like
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's not cool to be hanging out in Compton with $1 million worth of jewelry on, nigga, because the wolves will come holler at you.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I had on some
It,
goddamn fucking Amazon jewelry and that nigga was following. He was gonna be mad as hell because I got my shit for like $10. He was gonna rob me for
and
my
what's
shit and be
and,
mad like,
and
oh, I had
what
on some
makes it
Amazon shit.
what makes it even doubly worse is because I used to be out there in them streets. I mean, out there in them streets doing shit that I know I ain't supposed to be doing, and I'm not going to
Playing Grand
divulge
Theft Auto
exactly
and shit.
what I'm not going to divulge exactly what I was doing because I don't know what the statute of limitations is, and I can't afford to go sit up in no box right now. But Just understand when
out
I
there
tell you
selling.
that I used to be out there doing some shit that I shouldn't be doing, that I was out there doing some shit that I shouldn't be doing. Anyway,
I ain't know you
some
used to
of
be
the
a
times,
prostitute, Top.
come on, man.
No,
We
that's why he liked the aunties and shit. That nigga was selling his shit.
Was in there
hey nigga, you
collecting
just
them
came
social
back.
security
You
checks.
just came back. You just came back from Gay Central, nigga. You might well just sit over there and be quiet, bro.
Nah, nigga, that's
Anyway,
America, nigga. Like, it ain't
nah,
just
that's
Atlanta,
gay. That's
motherfucker.
gay. Nah, that Atlanta is San Francisco East, nigga.
That shit
That's what
Bro,
crazy.
Atlanta
New
is.
Jersey
That's
got a
what
lot of
Atlanta.
specials.
Yeah, but it's not. Atlanta's like a mecca for them folks. You know what I'm saying? It's a place where they can congregate and be accepted. But it's a whole bunch of history behind that. Same thing with places like New Orleans. It's a whole history behind the sexual dynamics and the sexual underworld that go on in these places. That you really have to sit down and consume information in order for in order for you to have a proper understanding. But yeah, Atlanta been fruity like that for a long time. But because we getting close to getting out of here. Tone, isn't anything that you wanted to share before we got to the end of the show? I noticed that we hadn't heard from you, brother.
Well, honestly, I was able to dip my subject in there, which was partially like how people are living life in a way of of like not knowing how life actually work, or like I say, living in a way that they wish it worked instead of how it actually worked, and going to discover like how something works for themselves instead of just listening to like your mama, your daddy told you like, hey, this is how this works, and you just went with it. And I was gonna ask y'all like, what was like a truth you discovered for yourself that your parents taught you false, or like some type of role model that kind of changed your look on like the world.
You said taught me like falsely. Is that what you said? Repeat the
So
question.
like something like you grew up believing something because like somebody older than you told you like, hey, this is how this works, and then you discover for
Mm.
yourself either through trial and error, because that's the only way to really know. What was that, or the most significant?
But shit, for me personally, like it's like typical shit that all black people could feel like I always tell y'all, sports, you know what I'm saying? Like they tell a black man if you ain't rapping or playing sports, like I told y'all, I was playing football, but nigga, I was nothing but 5'4", 140 pounds, having fucking football dreams and shit. That shit is false, man. There's so much other shit you could do in this world and fucking, make a good living for yourself. But in the hood, it's just like you hooping, rapping, or you playing sports, and that shit is completely false. Like I don't even really watch sports like that no more. Like, 'cause it's just like, man, they selling all these niggas false dreams, and guess what? The niggas that don't make it to the NFL or the NBA, guess what they doing? They gang banging because their parents led them to believe that this was the only thing in life that they could do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't fuck with that. Like I don't even really like sports. Like I stopped coaching all that shit. I used to be really heavy into the sports shit. I don't really care for that shit no more because I know what it does to our people. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that even if you do make it to the league and get millions, guess what? Like Top be talking about, you still gonna play for a racist owner that's gonna have his doors closed. Talking about, yeah, look at that nigger run with the ball. Like, yeah, they gonna do that to your
Yeah,
motherfucking
just
ass.
just that's what sports and rapping and being in movies and being an actor is all about. It's all about entertaining white people, and
Hmm.
niggas either don't understand that or they understand it and they don't give a shit and they do it anyway. Because it's only two possibilities. You understand what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm on the same thing, bro. I don't watch sports, most sports. Like you can't get me to watch football or boxing because I am not. I don't agree with watching black men physically destroy themselves for the entertainment of white people.
Mm.
That's why I don't participate. Now I will watch some swimming. I will watch some golf, some tennis. Some figure
Ice
skating.
skating.
Yeah,
I do it.
I will watch some shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? But for the most part, I leave sports the fuck alone. You know, most niggas don't understand that there's only a handful of niggas who gonna make it to the NBA or the NFL in any given year. But it's millions that try out. And
Mm-hmm.
the millions of young men, you know, who try out and aren't able to make it, they don't have a other most times they don't have other avenues to go into. And this goes right into Abel's comment. We need to become more professional about living. You understand? You need to get a profession. And I'm not saying go out there and bust your ass for other people, but go out there and get a skill. Get several skills that will make you money. For example, I'm a professional truck driver. I also operate heavy equipment, you know, like track hoes, bulldozers. I also am learning how to code. I also know how to lay bricks. I know carpentry too. So a lot of shit I could do on my own. But I ain't got to pay motherfuckers $30,000 to come clear the land. No, here go the money. I just want to rent your shit. I know how to do it on my own. Niggas don't have skills. Basketball skills are not skills. That's not going to get you through life. Basketball skills don't make you wealthy. It makes you rich. That's it.
Yeah. Shit, I can't even imagine. Like, just imagine, like you got a headache and you got to go to work. You mad? Just imagine your knee busted up, and they saying, "All right, nigger, take this shot. Get your ass back out there and run." And your knee busted up. You got to live with that knee for the rest of your goddamn life. But you'll just do it because you getting paid. Like, I mean, I get it to a certain extent. Like, you got to feed your family, whatever, whatever. But nigga, I don't know. I didn't really like that shit. At high school, I didn't want to play sports, but I was forced to do it. But I saw all that shit. Like, man, what I'm gonna go beat my brain in and bust my knee up for what? Like, for what? Like, that shit. Hell no. I could be
For
doing
a few dollars
something
more.
else. You got to
And
live
nigga,
with that. You retire at 30, 35. You still might live for another 45 years. And guess what? You're going to have that same knee that's going to be killing you. Concussions, your brain gonna be fucked up and all kind of shit. Some money ain't worth it, and I feel like that sports shit ain't worth it. And these
it
niggas
ain't.
talk about they love it, but nigga, if you got paid $40,000 a year, nigga, to play that shit, you wouldn't love that shit, nigga. You'll be like, oh fuck this, nigga, I'm about to do something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you love the
It's,
fame and
it's
the
very
money it brings.
it's
Right.
very unfortunate, man, that and this is how you know that the system of white supremacy actually exists because of the limited amount of avenues made available to black people. You either go to
Mhm.
prison, go to the military, sell drugs, kill other black people. You might drop out of school, you might go to college. Nowadays, they go and put the black woman in front of you and then have you mad at her when you should be mad at them. But we're not encouraged to build rockets, to design new airplanes, to figure out how to
Mhm.
scale up transaction volume for Bitcoin. Because niggas think that that's not cool. But we need to learn how to make shit like that cool. Cause if not, we gonna
Right.
kill ourselves. We gonna genocide ourselves the fuck out of here. And to all you passport bros and SYSBM niggas, again, please, I really would like to know who and what in the fuck are you saving yourself from? Please tell me. Inquiring minds would like to know.
You know the answer to that, man. I'm gonna give you
I
the
know the
answer. You
answer, but
ready?
I want them niggas to tell me. Be careful. You know, you niggas know how it is living in America being black. You know you gotta walk around with your head on the swivel or you might get fucked up like the young man P&B Rock. Well, the same thing applies when you go out this country. Stop thinking that you're gonna pull up in another motherfucker country and just be picking off their women. You can't even do that right here in America. You can't go in certain neighborhoods and just be taking niggas' women. They ain't having it. So what the fuck make you think when you go out the country is any different? Niggas need to be more serious about being serious. When you go out the country, you should have a fucking mission. If you ain't learned nothing from the white man, you should have learned how to be a colonizer and set up shop. Because that's really what the fuck you should be doing. And you ain't gonna learn no bitch in no 6 months. You ain't gonna learn her in no year. I've been fucking with Juicy going on 3 years. We still don't even know each other like that. See what I'm saying? Niggas be too quick to get a quick nut. Don't even realize they're a squirrel in somebody else's world. Niggas need to get hit. Wake up, man. It's 2022. What the fuck you gonna do? But with that, you shout out. With that, Ro, Tone, get your final thoughts because I gotta get up early in the morning. It's already like 10 o'clock.
I want you to answer my question.
What was your question again?
That's my final thought. What's something that you was taught as a kid that you learned later on was not true, that was like significant to you?
Oh, that I should stop being naive, thinking that everybody was going to treat me like the people in my family who I'm close to was treating me. In other words, people ain't shit. Most motherfuckers ain't no goddamn good. And it took me some time to recognize at the end of the day, people are mammals. And mammals are animals. That's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with other people. Animals. So you gotta act accordingly.
Facts.
I like the way you said animal.
Yeah, you eat animals, man. You eat them seeds too.
You was like, you're an animal. You're dealing
that's
with animals. That's how you said it.
That's what it is. Like these dudes be out here dealing with these women and see if they thought of it like that. Like this bitch is an animal. Then you know that in other words, what I'm saying is dudes need to learn how to reduce shit down to its basic compound and deal with it on that level. At the end of the day, women are animals, just like we are. They capable of predation. But niggas think because it's a
recognizing that you're an animal yourself is probably the best thing for you because you realize, like, you don't see no monkey cowering in the corner because he don't want to talk to a female monkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he like, just go up there.
At the end of the day, we
all like, come here, bitch. Right. No doubt. We're just highly intelligent ones.
Ones who wipe our ass.
Shit, I know in some goddamn places niggas will shit in the cup and throw that shit at you. I've done it a time of two.
Hey, when have you ever seen a monkey eat another monkey's ass? I'll wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, shit, nigga, what's in your Pornhub feed, nigga?
We not that far away.
Nah, that's when I was in.
Niggas is out here.
That's when I was.
Niggas is
that's
out
when
here
I was in the Bing. That was when I was in the Bing, and they had us in the goddamn segregation unit too goddamn long. They want to act the fool, but I learned very quickly that's not what you want to do because they will turn that heat lamp on your motherfucking ass, and you would be in that bitch suffering with nothing to drink. So act accordingly. Anyway, final thoughts, fellas, before we get out of here, man.
Oh shit! I'm just gonna piggyback off some Tone. Yeah, I'm just gonna piggyback off what Tone is saying. Like, you got to look at life for what it really is. Like the PNB Rock situation. Niggas got egos, and niggas say, "Oh, I'm a grown ass man. I worked hard for this. I can wear what I want, do what I want." Like, yeah, but ask yourself, is it worth it? Tuck your goddamn chain in, leave it in the car. You come out and you get back to the hoes or whatever you like doing. You ain't gotta like poke your chest out on niggas because You gotta think about it. The scary niggas, them gonna be the ones that kill you. He ain't gonna just fight you, and you know, it ain't gonna be no battle royale. He gonna pull out a gun and he gonna shoot your ass, and he gonna take your shit, nigga. And is it worth it? Cause you can buy another chain, like you famous, like you could buy another one and another one and another one. That nigga, that was his first and last opportunity to get that shit. But you gotta be smart about it. Like, man, it's just a material possession that I can replace. You know what I'm saying? I can't replace my life, but this little bullshit ass chain anyway. I don't know why niggas spend money on chains like that, but this little bullshit
What's
ass
crazy is
chain,
he gave it up and
I
they
could
still
go
shot
get
him.
another one. You said what?
Man, that young man,
He gave it
it
up and they
sound
still
like
shot him.
yeah,
But I don't
it
I
sound
don't
like that young. It sounded like that young man. I was on Sir Ism panel the other night, and he did bring up a very good point. And because I've been out there and running around in the street thinking I was grown before,
Like Grand
I've
Theft Auto.
seen guys, I've encountered guys like him before. You know what I'm saying? In other words, guys who have committed acts of violence. You know what I'm saying? And it's like nothing to them to do it. In other words, it didn't seem like that was that dude's first time getting down like that. And Red Supreme and Sir Ism came to the conclusion that the little young man was already a gang member.
Yeah, for sure. But for me
So
watching like PNB Rock, like his other interviews, he be like, nah, man, I got it on me. These niggas ain't gonna touch me, they ain't gonna rob me. I don't know if this is the truth, like this is just speculation, but if I could just judge off watching him, he probably was on some shit like, nigga, you ain't getting my fucking chain. Like, you know what I'm saying? He in front of his girl. He probably like, nigga, you ain't taking my shit. You got me fucked up. I know he like barked back. He didn't just say, oh, here, sir, take my shit. It's
Basically,
okay.
from what
Just
they
don't shoot
from
me.
what
Like,
was
I
said,
guarantee, huh?
from what was said, he knew he was caught slipping and he had no choice but to give his shit. But even after giving his shit up, he still popped.
yeah, he shot him in the chest, and when he hit the floor, he shot his ass two more times. Then he turned around and robbed the girl too. But this is my final thought on that. You niggas is so motherfucking smart till you fucking stupid. You ain't even fucking smart enough to post what the fuck you doing after you left the goddamn area.
Yeah.
That makes
But that's
sense.
not even what happened. So that's
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
that didn't
That's
happen.
yeah. That's not what it was propagated on. Based on what I understand from the story, some other dude was in there who made the call to the father of the young boy who killed who killed the rapper dude.
Said they
From what
was
I
sitting there waiting
understand,
to see if anybody came there, and he was the person that they caught.
mm, it's
Like
very
anybody
very
that would have came in
unfortunate.
there with jewelry would
You
have got robbed, and
you
he just happened to be the guy that came in.
good evening to you, Miss Misha Mac, aka Canada Way. How you doing? Thank you for coming through. Make sure you hit the like button. But you niggas better stop thinking this shit is sweet out there. You better take your life seriously, else you won't have it.
Or somebody else
Yeah, I
gonna
know
take
how
it
them niggas
seriously.
get down in LA. And I didn't had cars shot at, been robbed before. Like, nigga, they don't be playing about that shit, bro. Like, they do
Man,
not be playing.
let me tell you
Niggas be
something.
mad.
I I
Nigga,
treat LA I treat LA just like I treat ATL. I'm getting there, conducting my business, and getting the fuck on. Don't let the
And you
palm
business you
trees
gotta
fool
get
you,
to.
nigga. Don't let the palm trees fool you, nigga. I got family in Atlanta for your information. As a matter of fact, right on the west side of Atlanta, outside in Douglasville. My great aunt, my grandmother's last surviving sibling. That's where she lives at.
So you ain't mess with
Since
no
since
aunties in
you
Atlanta.
Nah, man.
yeah.
Fuck, I don't fuck with them bitches down there. It's a whole nother goddamn world, man. Them bitches in Atlanta be fucking them dudes who be fucking dudes. Quit it. They be having all kinds of
Well, not in
HIV
my
and
uncle.
HSV and all kinds of shit down there. I don't fuck around with, I generally don't fuck around with chicks from areas like that, especially because they got that CDC down there. But anyway, hit them with your socials, Ro. Hit them with your socials, Tone. Let's get the fuck on out of here. I want to hit y'all with this new Freddie Gibbs joint before we go.
Shit, follow me on Instagram, roll 2 times. That's where you can catch me at.
1 time, 2 times.
You can follow me on Instagram at Tone You a Fool. That's Tone You a Fool 1 time, not twice.
But you said it twice. 2 times.
See, you ain't
This
too
nigga
old
sneak
to get
dissing.
it.
I'm about to drop an album on this nigga.
You
I'm
black
about to drop an
Mexican.
album
I
on this
dare
nigga.
you.
He
I
sneak
dare
dissing.
you. I got
Nigga,
Anyway,
bars, bro. I dare you.
nigga, I'm about to no Vaseline your ass, nigga.
anyway,
Ice Cube back in the day, part 2, nigga.
Here's what to
Anyway,
think
I
about.
appreciate all you fine folks for coming through and patronizing the Topcast once again. This has been episode number 6, Elephant in the Room, Roman Gnomes, and Jeffrey Dahmer. We will see you motherfuckers soon, like next week soon, Monday, 9 p.m. You know what the deal is. Salute to your Cam, salute to your Abel, salute to your Nan. Make sure you change your blinking fluid, young man. Holla at me later. And again, thank you, Miss Misha Mack, for coming through. I appreciate it if everybody hit the like button. You know what to do. Until next week, we will see you, motherfuckers. And I'm gonna hit y'all with this joint because I like the young man, Freddie Gibbs, Space Rabbit. Until next time, peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.